Interestingly, those people, just squirrels.
I thought they upgrade to monkeys.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
You know what happens? Have you ever seen? It's a great YouTube video about the capuchin monkeys.
It says we're live. We'll find out shortly.
Hey,
Monkeys.
everyone. No, Danny, it's not time to talk about monkeys right now. We're live.
Go to YouTube after you're done with this podcast, and if you look for capuchin monkeys react to uneven pay, it's this science experiment.
There's a wage gap in monkeys?
Yes,
Wow,
there is.
That's sad.
You look
Welcome, everyone. We are. You wonder why I'm the one that welcomes.
because I want to
people on
talk
the
about
YouTube.
monkeys,
This might be why. Well, I just
not
saw,
Peter Tork.
I would talk about the monkey. They were.
I
good-
do like talking about.
I think they're underrated. Anyway.
Okay,
I'm
pretty sure we're live.
We are the food scientists. We're getting ready to record episode 106. See, it's right there. I can see
yes,
everything.
you can.
Because I was not going to say 106. I can tell you that much.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know, like 105, maybe 107, maybe a nice 108. I don't know. But we have a lot to,
You know what it
to
is?
recap today.
It's our after Christmas sale.
It is our after Christmas sale. We have so much clearance stuff.
Getting
here.
rid of everything and talking
we have
about it.
experiences. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
do we have experiences?
We got Moxie today too, folks. We
Yes.
got Moxie.
We do.
Like literal
Literally
Moxie.
Moxie.
Literal Moxie. And you guys keep talking because I'm
Okay.
checking something
So
here.
I want to talk about the capuchin monkey thing.
Go for it.
After you're done watching this, go to YouTube, search for capuchin monkeys
I don't even know how to
react
spell that.
to unequal pay. You can just do monkeys react to unequal
Okay.
pay. And it's this great video of monkeys where they have a simple task.
Do you think Peter Tork made them as much as the rest of the monkeys?
I would assume not.
I would think not.
I think that's
either.
also why Mike
Yeah.
Nesmith disappeared for a while.
No, his mother invented liquid paper.
Oh.
Yes.
So he
was
didn't need the
wealthy,
monkeys'
yeah.
money.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But
So-
then that must have run out because he joined them for reunions.
Yeah,
eventually.
well, once
Anyway.
once Davy Jones was gone, that guy. Ooh,
Oh.
Davy Jones, I'm sure was very nice.
How are we already off topic?
We are even
Okay.
not even close.
Okay, so we've done our chatter. We'll do our pause. And
Okay.
oh my goodness, this is loud in my new headphones.
I know, look, we have special guest Britney Spears today.
Yes.
Oops.
She's also
we're
an air
live
traffic
again.
controller.
Yes.
She might sell you
Cleared.
Time Life books too if you're not careful. So look out.
Cleared for
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. So I feel a little lost without my microphone stand. But
Nope.
we're trying this out because if it works, we get more room on the table.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
anyway.
more room for food. Yay!
Yay. Okay, so pause. This is the Food Scientist Podcast. I am your host, Amy Zajac. I am here with Danny Sussman.
Not nearly as dulcet tones for me. I feel like I might have a sore throat. But hey, everybody.
And Brian Pierce.
Hello, I'm going to also try my NPR voice.
Very nice. And we are back from our holiday break. And we have news. We're going to have lots of experiences, or at least
Oh
lots
my
of talk.
goodness.
Live experiences and probably a good discussion about an experience you guys had. And
I believe we changed Brian's life.
A little bit.
And I don't know what order we're going to do the rest in, but we have moon pies, we have Moxie Soda, which was a request from a listener, and we
Yeah,
have
we actually
random
have-
chips.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Amy. We actually have the listener, Bex Bet, in our chat right now who requested this. She just told me before we went on she was in the Moxie pageant. Which,
Yeah.
she, so.
Well, I was going to say, listener
she's
Mark requested this too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Highly requested Moxie Soda review.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Mark
I'm
requested
glad
it
we're
like
doing it, but
months ago, so we're
Appar-
finally doing
Apparently,
it.
there's a Moxie pageant.
That's interesting. So, do we want to
Start with news.
start with news, but should we munch on some of our shared experiences here before they get cold?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a holiday clearance.
Yeah.
And part of that is sugar cookie Pop-Tarts. They're very weird because they come with either a head or a body printed on them, so that you
An
can
animal head or animal
Yes.
body.
It can be human
Not a
too.
cadaver.
It can be.
It can be a human.
Yeah.
And I know on mine that's supposed to look like a Santa hat, but it looks more Mardi Gras-ish.
Yeah. So they're holiday,
Oh, it does.
and we have some that are warm, some
It-
that are room temperature.
If we want to test them while they're still warm-ish and smell the place up like
I mean,
sugar.
Okay, we did toast some of these sugar cookie Pop Tarts. They smell like sugar cookies when you toast them.
Here is a body that says deer on it with an ugly sweater with deer, and also a sloth head. So if you wanted to put them together, you would have a deer body and a sloth head on sugar cookie Pop-Tarts.
Okay, now I understand why my Pop-Tart has a reindeer on it. Why is there a sloth on with a Santa hat? On
It's
this?
Christmas.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna. Yep, we'll go with that.
And sloths are cute.
Okay, I am one of the resident Pop-Tart likers, but I don't like these. They're kind
I
of
was gonna say,
gluey.
this is to me is, if you can defend Pop-Tarts, defend this.
This is like sugary glue.
I'm gonna say this crust is a little bit better than the regular plain crust
Maybe.
because the original crust does get kind of it's kind of like putting just a cup of flour in your mouth. But this I don't know. It's okay. I would rather just eat a sugar cookie.
I think part of the problem is the glaze, the frosting, whatever is not as good.
It's also filled with what I think is maybe supposed to be sugar cookie dough.
Oh, that could be.
The room temperature one, I didn't bother with the hot one. It tastes like a sort of raw sugar cookie. And raw sugar cookie, like a lot of cookie dough is good. Sugar cookie dough is not
No,
good.
raw, this is not good at all. You gotta toast it. So
Does it make a difference?
it's softer when it's toasted.
It is softer toasted. And
Yeah, it's
maybe
just like when
maybe
you
if
bake
we
a
had
cookie.
buttered it too.
I don't know. Buttering Pop-Tarts didn't do anything for me back in the day when we did
No,
that.
but there's not much flavor to these, so you could butter flavor them, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know. Just get sugar cookies. Find, if you're looking for that clearance stuff, just get sugar cookies.
Yeah, so Pop-Tart defenders, you can't even defend these?
Not these.
I mean, they're fine, but just eat sugar cookies. Or
So-
you know what? Upgrade to chocolate chip. Just get chocolate chip cookies. How about that?
Don't get Pop-Tarts. Get cookies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can move back to our normal order and go
Okay,
to
okay.
news or other shared experiences. I don't know where
Let's
you
go
want
to
to
the
go.
news.
Okay,
I'll host.
go for it.
So
I have no news, so that's why I'm leaving it up to you guys.
I have a couple pieces of news. The biggest one is that Valentine's candy's in the stores.
Oh, yeah. That's not surprising, though.
No, but it's
Stores
there.
jump to the next holidays.
But there's a lot of Valentine's. Valentine's is like, that's one of the, to me, like the biggest of the candy holidays.
For me, it's the biggest clearance holiday.
sure.
Yeah.
So, but there's a couple of new products out that I'm a little unsure about.
Yeah.
There's new Kit Kats,
Mhm.
right? All of a sudden, Kit Kat America.
Caught up to the rest of
Right,
the
we
world.
had the sweet cinnamon ones for Christmas. They have raspberry cream Kit Kats
Well, that
for
sounds
Valentine's.
interesting. I mean, like the duos were disappointing. The mint
They
duos
were the mint
Mhm.
ones.
So they're out. I have them. We'll do them on an episode
feature
soon.
episode.
So that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Weirder to me, the new M&M flavor.
Now, what is that?
White cheesecake.
Okay.
They call it white cheesecake.
I mean, to me, that's just cheesecake. It's plain cheesecake.
But yeah, I don't know why they clarify and call it white
yeah,
cheesecake.
I'm wondering if that's like the subtext there is white chocolate with cheesecake flavoring.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe.
They're warning you there's going to be white
Mhm.
chocolate.
So my
Or,
my expectations are super low.
Or maybe it's supposed to be plain cheesecake, like as opposed to strawberry cheesecake
Mhm.
or
Mm-hmm.
turtle cheesecake or some other cheesecake that's got a flavor that covers up the nastiness of the base
Yeah.
cheesecake.
Well, because it's an M&M, people are going to think chocolates. They might think like a chocolate cheesecake. They don't say the white cheesecake.
Mm-hmm. It just seems like a very. I wonder how that got through a focus group.
Yeah, it is kind of an odd thing to call it. Like
Mhm.
white chocolate cheesecake, maybe.
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 So I'm thinking it's just going to be white chocolate candy coated and
I have them too.
a
Well,
little sweeter, probably. So again, on a future episode, we'll be
Yeah.
talking about
Future
those. But
episode.
those are out now.
Mhm.
If
Do you have
want
news,
to beat
Brian?
us to the punch? I really don't. We have so many experiences. I didn't even
Okay.
really go hunting for news.
There's new vegetable goldfish crackers coming.
Okay.
in.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
right.
There's a new vegetable.
no, I saw you told us about this
Yeah,
earlier, not
they're
on the
like-
podcast, but us.
They're goldfish crackers, but instead of being cheese flavored, they're like they have some vegetable element to them.
Well, they make those veggie straws, and they have other vegetable
So
chips.
it's like
and
that, but
whatnot.
in goldfish. You know what I really liked about it is the press release talked about it being part of the healthier for you snacks. Not healthy.
Yep, exactly.
Not healthy.
Right.
At Target, there's an aisle that says healthier.
It's
for
all
you,
relative.
Not healthy.
Right. So these will be better for you than a goldfish,
Mm-hmm.
but not actually good for you.
See, yeah, they get me because like healthy, I'm healthier, like eating one cake instead of two.
Right. Like
That's healthier.
peanut butter cups are healthier
if
than
you
nougat,
only eat 5 instead of
chocolate covered
6.
nougat,
Yeah.
because the peanuts in there make it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I appreciate the healthier. I see what they're doing, but I
Yep.
support it. So I'm gonna let it slide.
Do you support vegetable goldfish?
I
The labeling.
Yeah, I support the labeling. I would eat them if they were there, but I wouldn't choose to buy them.
Okay.
Because why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Just
But
eat vegetables.
let's move on to
You don't hear me
experience.
I
say
find
that
it
very
interesting that
often.
Danny is still eating the Pop-Tart,
He
though.
is the one that hates them the most.
I didn't eat breakfast. And it's the only thing that's open on the table, and I'm hungry.
Okay, so experiences, guys.
Yeah, well, you
I'm
know-
not going to top yours except our shared
Well,
experience.
we have
so-
a big one that
yeah.
we'll save here for a second because Amy, you brought another
Yep.
clearance item from Christmas.
I was visiting my folks in Michigan, and
folks?
my folks, my
Okay.
parents. So, Kaleidos. We've compared Kaleidos to Oreos
Mhm.
before,
We had the Kaleidos that had the Pop Rocks in them.
and
That's right.
these are double stuff candy cane, or they call them candy cane double filled. Excuse me, they're not going to call them double stuff.
No, copyright.
Yep.
So this is interesting because
And by the way, 2 cookies is a serving.
this is a direct shot at Oreo because they also have the candy cane.
Yep.
This is
Oh, I mean, so many, like the Walmart brand too. They have birthday cake. You know,
Right.
so like they're just copying. I mean,
but as a special edition, they went right after the same one.
I mean, these are the companies that also make the
I'm gonna
Girl
like-
Scout cookie flavors too.
True.
The amount of filling in the double fill.
There is a ton of filling in these.
And like a lot of the
Oh, and they
the
smell
off-brand
very
ones,
candy caney.
super uneven in the filling.
Oh, good.
Like-
Yeah.
Well, it kind of got on one side. So
Yeah,
like
this
the one I
one's-
have here, it looks like it's a gigantic Oreo
It's
or
very
Kaleido or
smashed
whatever,
and
but
slid around.
it's because the filling.
Well, these were in my suitcase.
You know what I would call this? The one side is the healthier side, and then the other side is like
But wait,
all the
cream is dairy, and dairy is good for you. So which
Is
one is the
this-
healthy side?
Is it dairy? Usually
Oh, it's probably
lard.
not. It's probably
I
yeah.
can't imagine it's dairy.
Because they spell cream, not CREAM.
Yeah,
for that.
no.
Read their message on the cookie.
Oh, I already ate mine.
It says dip 'em.
Mine
love
says
'em.
die. Oh, dip. I thought it said die.
That's what you'll do.
Dip 'em, love 'em.
And you can separate them easily, too.
Would you dip the candy cane in milk?
I think that these are just the leftovers from their other Kaleidos, because this would be disgusting in milk.
Yeah, I don't think this would be great in milk. It maybe would make the milk better afterwards. It'd give it a little minty flavor. But I don't think that these would be.
There are many, many candy cane bits in the cream when I separated mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there really are. But you know what I like is that they aren't huge chunks. So it's not like you're eating and it's crunchy. I mean, I've said before, I hate that. That's why I don't like the Pop Rocks.
This is like putting. They took the candy canes, they put them in the food processor, they put it on high, they walked away and came back an hour later once it was candy cane flour,
Now,
and then mixed it in.
I don't know if this is sacrilegious or not, but I think I like it better than the candy cane Oreos.
I mean, either one is going to make me do cartwheels around the room.
They
partially
both
because I
vaguely
can't,
remind me of
but-
a trip to the dentist.
I
so
think if you like
one more.
candy cane, this is more candy caney.
It is. You know, I would probably say go with these. I mean,
If you
have
live where you have
Kroger in
Krogers,
your
yeah.
area. Yeah, and please, chat.
And I
don't
just
give,
realized-
don't give Oreo ideas with Crisco because they will do that. We know Oreo will do that.
Yeah, no Crisco. Oh, we should leave a few out in case people need palate cleansers later.
Oh, which I hope nothing is. Oh, something might.
There's-
be
Yeah,
disgusting.
there's a few things we might.
There's a
okay.
few scary things. So yeah, like I said, this is our after Christmas clearance episode. Got a lot of stuff that's been around that we're just gonna snack through.
Mhm.
Should we talk about our experience?
You
Oh,
go for
yes,
it. Well, while I
because-
was away,
Danny and I. Well, Danny took me to my first meat raffle.
woohoo!
We've been talking about this for a while. I feel like you were a little nervous because you were. I don't want to say you were avoiding it.
No, it wasn't
You
high
s-
priority for me.
It just seemed like any time that there was like any way you could have an excuse to not go.
You know, I wasn't feeling it a lot of the days. We were talking about trying to live stream, and like after a day's work, I didn't really want to try and put up with that and like the crowds and like whatever, like dealing with that.
And then we went.
We went, and you know, it was It was a small bar, I guess you would say.
And they're almost always in small bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, small local bars.
And
Should we
a
step
meat
back?
raffle.
Bars.
Yeah, we should probably explain what a meat raffle is because even though we've talked about it,
It's a very Minnesota thing.
It's a very Minnesota
Midwest.
thing.
Yeah,
Well, I
like
think
Wisconsin has them as well.
But yeah, you don't see them really outside of Minnesota,
in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, maybe little
Yeah.
bits of Iowa.
I'd say it's
So-
definitely not in Michigan.
I mean, it's just you show up to the bar, whatever bar you go to, Cheers or whatever,
Mhm.
and there's a table with a whole bunch of meat on
Yes.
it.
And when we say it's a table of meat, like it's a table of meat.
and it's usually pretty good quality meat.
Oh yeah, no, they always.
Oh
use-
yes, definitely.
This one was from a local butcher. My favorite, my little hometown butcher. They don't go to the supermarket. They go to the little local butcher, and they buy a lot of meat, and they
Mhm.
spread it out on the table.
They do buy it. It's not donated.
No.
For promotional. Okay.
No, it's purchased because you have to remember they do that meat raffle weekly. And the way
Mhm.
if I actually read the forms, so they collect $30 per round, and they value the prizes at $20. So you have a table full of packages of meat, and you have a paddle wheel with the
Mhm.
numbers 1 through 30 on it,
Mm-hmm.
and you have people that walk around selling tickets.
Yes. Now the tickets, and I don't know if this is standard or not, but they were just someone walking around with a tray of little folded
Yes.
pieces of cardboard.
Yes, that is standard.
Okay.
That's actually
Yes, yeah.
If you look, that's actually regulated, and the state issues
okay.
and like approves those sheets with the numbers.
Yeah, so they're just walking around, and you don't know what numbers you're picking, so you couldn't say, "I want 1 through 5. Here's $5." You just pick numbers off of
You
the
say here's
little-
$5,
Yeah, and then
and you
pick
pick
five
five
slips.
little slips of folded up slips with numbers on
Mhm.
them, and those 5 numbers are yours.
right,
And then they spin the wheel,
and
and they yell a number,
mhm.
and then you go and get your meat if you
Now
match.
when we walk in, I have to say, Daniel here told the barmaid right there, "I brought a meat raffle virgin here
I
tonight."
did, and they
and they went with it. They took that and ran.
they did. They
And-
reminded, and when we say this, it's as most meat raffles are. It's run by a little old lady who's probably been doing this for 30 years,
Mhm.
and has
She knew what
all-
she was doing.
She knew what she was doing, and she had 30 years worth of snark built up.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, well, yeah.
We will get
I
to
got a
this.
little bit of that stuff too. Here, a little
So-
bit. Okay, so the first round comes and goes, and
Right. Because
yeah,
the thing is, if you're going to win, you kind of want to win early. Because
yeah, because you get to pick.
right,
what
you
you
get
want.
it's a table of meat, and you go. And
I
if
mean,
it-
it's not like they have.
Right, you get your better selection.
Right, yeah, it's not like they
More
just
options.
have round there or something. Like they have steaks, they have like pounds of bacon, they have meatloafs, like full little meatloafs. I mean, just
yep, packs
everything.
of ribs.
Yeah,
All of
Good
a
quality
whole-
sausage,
Oh, yeah,
brats.
Yeah.
just a variety.
Kielbasa.
I've been to some that have the house-made beef jerky, whatever it is. If you go to a butcher shop, it's a pretty good selection.
right. Yeah,
Across, right? Stuffed chicken breast, pork
Mhm.
chops, you name it. It's basically your meat counter on a table. You win. At this one, you actually went to you got to pick 2 packs.
Yeah. So I was surprised by that you got to win 2 prizes.
It
once
just
you did
depends on the meat raffle. Some
that.
of
Yeah.
this one had smaller packs and let you pick 2.
Right.
So if you wanted like a steak and some pork chops, you could do that. Others would just have like a pack of 2 steaks or a bigger pack of.
And it is usually red meat.
No,
That's because everyone I've been to has all been
Oh,
red meat.
no.
There's been like no chicken
I
or
think it depends
fish or
on the
anything
it
like
depends
that.
on- no, yeah. You've just been to a red
Yeah.
meat
It just
raffle.
depends. Yeah.
I've seen bags of shrimp. It's whatever the butcher shop sells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first round we didn't win. The second round they started on the other end of the bar and they sold out before they got to us. So
But they do. They keep track of where they stop selling numbers and pick up where they
yeah,
left
to make it
off.
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
make it
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
So I have to say, Heather, who is in our chat a lot, said to me before I said we were going, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Bryan, but the meat gods are shining on Danny tonight." Well, round 3, I was thinking she was wrong because I won.
He did.
I
Yes,
won.
you won.
So the question in the chat was how many numbers do they call per round? So there's 30 numbers on the wheel. They spin it once, and whatever number comes up wins. So that, and then they sell another round of tickets.
Right.
Spin the
Yep.
And you can
wheel.
buy multiple tickets each
Yep,
round.
and that's how Bryan
Yeah,
won.
so because I won, I think
But
I did,
Bryan
did I
bought
do
30
5
tickets? No.
that time.
He won.
4 or
He
5?
bought 5.
Yeah,
And
'Cause
that's
I
pretty
needed to
standard.
win.
But that's pretty standard. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, maybe I did 2 the first time, and then yeah.
And
so I
sometimes
did
you get a
5.
discount for buying more.
No.
No, not here.
Okay, well, I said sometimes. Don't be
You're
emphatic
not
that it's
no, they're not. It would be illegal.
Well, I've heard $1 for one, or you get 5 for 4. Yeah.
Just be a different raffle.
Yeah.
Depends.
Different format.
The little bars can break the law if they want.
I
They do
suppose.
it all the time. Yeah, so I won, and that was exciting. And I didn't really expect to win, but yeah, it was
But
fun
what
to
did you
win
get?
early on. I got a porterhouse steak, and I got a huge
How many
package of ribs.
options did you have?
Like a whole, like
You had the whole
a
table.
lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
basically, yeah.
we posted pictures on our social media a week ago or so, so you can check out all the.
Mm-hmm. And
meats
so I
that
said to him,
were
it was
there.
country ribs, and I said, Brian, what are you going to do with these country style ribs? And you know what Brian told me? I'm going to give them to my mom and have her cook something.
No, I said I'm visiting my family for a while. I'm gonna bring them, and if they want to make them, they can, and if they want to just
Did
keep
they?
them, they can. They kept them, and that was fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they will
haven't-
make them eventually, just not for
Right.
Brian.
But Brian got to experience the joy of gambling. for
It was
meat.
like The Price is Right when they called my number.
Now,
Oh, and thanks to Mr. Sussman over here, when I stood up and like shouted I won or whatever I did, the waitress shouts, "The Virgin won!"
she
The
did.
whole-
So, here's some more of the snark. Is then like
the next round.
the next round. It was a couple rounds later. Brian
Whenever I
breaks.
bought more tickets.
He breaks out another $5.
No. I only bought 3 because I
Okay.
didn't spend
Did
that
you?
much.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's 3,
Mhm.
and she says, she goes, "Ooh, the Virgin's trying to be a meat hog."
And like I didn't know what that was. I just
Yeah.
thought that was just
No,
she was saying
she
I
did.
want
she
to
did
hog all the
explain,
meat.
Yes, if you win 3 times,
You're a meat hog.
they consider you, and they will call you a meat hog.
And that's a bad thing. I thought
It
that
is-
was a good thing. I was
No.
like, yeah, I want to be a meat hog. But no,
No.
that's like
you do
bad
not
manners.
want to.
You don't want to win 3 times. I
Right, you do
guess.
not want to be the meat hog because then you're hogging all the
You're
meat.
not letting other people get a chance to win.
Well, I think it's one
This is
thing
for
if,
charity.
if you're stacking, the round and you're buying 10 tickets or 20 tickets and you're winning, then yeah, I get that. You're not giving anyone else a chance. But if you're just buying a couple each round, now 5 was a little excessive, which is why I didn't do that after I won.
Also, there's only so much meat you can eat.
Exactly.
Speaking of which,
Okay, here, wait. But just
Okay.
I know what you want to say. Well, one thing though, that a lingering question I have: when I won this, now this meat is just sitting out.
Yeah.
Now it's winter in Minnesota,
It's
so I
cold,
brought it to
yeah.
my car. But in the summer,
a lot of people will bring coolers with them to the
Right,
meat
you don't need a
raffle.
giant cooler.
They'll
So you
bring
just
a
gotta
cooler, and some places
plan ahead.
will put it in the refrigerator or freezer for you and hold it. Like if you put it in a bag.
And if you didn't plan to go, well, then you can just make a quick trip home or
'cause if you-
something.
if you
Or to the
notice,
gas station and get one of those
when
styrofoam
they-
coolers.
Or just leave.
when they gave you your meat, they also gave you a brown paper bag to put it in.
Mm-hmm.
In the summer, I think you would put your name on the bag, and the restaurant would store it.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Um,
That's good to know.
So, as we talk about not wanting to have too much meat, they also had they have something that they do every week. They had a special event because
Mhm.
it was near Christmas. They had a round where for $5 a ticket, you could play for a $100 prime rib roast.
So that was a special thing. They don't
That
always
was-
do that.
They don't
Okay,
always do that.
okay,
What
okay.
they do always do at this meat raffle is they have the $100 box of meat, where the typical round it's $1 per number, and you're playing for 2 packs of meat. $5 per number, 30 numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and so we bought and a limit. By the way, a limit of
You can only buy one.
You can only buy one
Mhm.
until everybody's had a chance. Once everybody's had
Now-
a chance, you can buy a second ticket.
Now, you have to say, though, it wasn't just a $100 box of meat. There was also another option.
Was there?
Mm-hmm. What was I don't even
No.
remember what it was. No, there
They-
wasn't. There was
So
definitely
what they
another
did is they had 2 $100 boxes of meat,
Mhm.
one for the
there,
restaurant,
there were 2 grand
one
prizes,
for the
2 different
bowling alley.
rounds.
So it was actually 4. There was 2
Mhm.
roasts and 2 boxes
Roast.
of meat.
Okay. So Danny is saying, I hope I win the roast because what am I going to do with the $100 box of meat? Because your
Right, I'm the only meat eater in my house.
your wife does not really eat a lot of meat.
No, she'll eat boneless, skinless chicken breasts,
Yeah,
of
and
which
that's about it.
there were none in the meat raffle.
Yeah. So obviously Danny won. It's
So
a
I was-
$100 box of meat.
What was great about it is
He
is
just
the,
had to show you up.
is the number
He did. He
the
really
number caller. So that one they don't actually spin a wheel. They have a sheet of tickets and
It's like a pull
it's like a
tab.
pull tab. Not that people outside of Minnesota know what those are. It's a little cardboard booklet and they pull the number open, and the snarky one is like, "Hey, virgins, watch how this is done." Even though I've been to meat raffles before, I've won before. So she pulls it open, and I go, "Oh yeah, that is how it's done. It's my number." And she's like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "It is." And the whole place like looked like the fix was in, because she kind of like looked at us and like, "See, here it is." And I'm like, "Yup, there it is."
And the table next to us was
Oop, there it is.
applauding, but also kind of booing, like in fun, like
In
not,
fun,
not legit
yeah.
booing. But then I didn't really help matters because I shouted, "And his wife's a vegetarian too."
Yeah.
And then they really started booing for real because I didn't want you to win.
So I got a box of meat of $100 worth of meat. It is so much meat.
Have you eaten any of it?
I have
yet?
eaten quite a bit of
Okay.
it. I took the two
Do you have
filet.
to freeze some?
Oh, there's a lot of it that's
Oh,
frozen.
yeah.
The 2 filet mignon steaks I kept fresh. The boneless pork roast I smoked. I had that. There was about 1.5 pounds of bacon. I've had bacon with breakfast. You know, it's been kind of a long weekend, so I had some bacon. What else? The ground beef there was about 6 pounds of ground beef. Half of that I've made into hamburger patties. The other half is frozen as is. The pork chops are frozen. The sirloin steaks I cut up to use for kebabs.
Yeah, so like he
mean,
got
there's
a
a
lot
lot of
here.
meat.
He got a lot. Now you had
Yeah,
a little
the
dilemma
s-
though.
The stuffed, yeah, I did. Well, the stuffed bacon wrapped chicken breasts I gave to a neighbor. There was so much
Yeah.
meat. That's like half the meat that's in the box.
So then they were doing the next drawing, and you were like, "I want to enter, but I
Yeah, because I would actually
you
kind
didn't
of
want to
rather,
win."
like we said, I'd kind of rather the prime rib roast because that's easier. You can just have like a party.
But also, you didn't want to win, so like you gave me your ticket and said, "If I win, you claim it and give it to me because I don't want this
I
place
don't
to
want
turn on me."
right.
You don't want to be the meat hog.
That is true. Like I can't win $200 things.
Yeah, but you did. You really did want to. You were like, "I want to see who wins that roast and see if they want to trade the
I
box of
debated
meat."
it. You know what? I lost my courage. It was 2 things. When I lost my courage, I think that guy would have traded.
I think
But
you would have too.
the box that
anyone
the
would've.
the roast was in wasn't big enough. Like if it was a bigger roast, I would have maybe done it.
Mhm.
But I really wanted just that moment of carrying out because we were in the very back of the bar
Mhm.
to leave
You were nervous leaving
carrying
with that
out
huge box.
with this enormous box of meat. I kind of wanted to have that walk.
You did, but you also thought you might get mugged too.
I did. It was a lot of meat because people were like, oh, "That's the guy who won the $100 worth of meat."
Or in their head, stole that meat from me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I didn't.
because they didn't
They
win
didn't
and you
win
did.
it.
Yeah,
My $5 went towards his meat.
yeah. So that
So you're gonna go to another Bryan?
I will definitely go to another one. I will
participate and buy.
absolutely.
Yeah, I
And
think
yeah, you've been. Yeah,
I've been to meat
obviously, 'cause
raffles.
you
I think we
chiming
should
in.
go to. We should try some different ones.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just to compare.
Because see how they do it. And
But it's fun. It's you're at a bar, so you're eating, you're drinking, you're gambling. What more do you
right,
really
and it's gambling
need?
for meat. Plus, like, there's a certain camaraderie because whenever you get something, people are like, "What did you get? What did you pick?" Because they're kind of curious,
Mhm. Oh yeah,
right? Like,
Yep.
there was when you got yours, there was a couple porterhouse steaks. There was also a couple ribeyes
Mhm.
up there. Like, personally, I'm a ribeye guy. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, I wonder which steak Brian's gonna pick
Mhm.
because he could have either.
I know it was almost more difficult winning right away because you have to keep it moving. Like you can't just stand up there.
No, they're like, get your meat and get
Yeah.
out of here. We want to have another round.
But it was a lot of fun. Look for them in your area. If there aren't any, start one
And
if you-
somebody asked
in your
about
own backyard. Just
and somebody
start one.
asked about. Too bad there's no vegetarian option. I don't know if that would work as well because vegetables are cheap.
I'm a vegetable raffle. Oh, you
It'd
can.
be a cheaper raffles.
Yeah, I mean, you get a $100 box of vegetables.
That's way more
Wow, and then
vegetables
try
than
to eat them
meat.
before they go bad.
Yeah, meat you can freeze. So
I mean, it could all be the
So-
unburger or impossible burger.
Ooh, yeah, it could be. It could be.
Ugh.
Okay, well, should we
Oh,
move
right, so I
on?
think that's our experiences
yeah.
here. That
That's
was a
plenty of
big
time on
one that we've been
experiences.
sitting on for a little bit.
Which
here.
of these things do we want to eat?
Well, let's go with Moxie first because
Oh, yeah.
Beck's Bet was just saying that people either love it or hate it. So that worries me. I thought it was just a cola.
It is distinctively different.
Okay, and it's
we have some chilled.
We have
Yes,
some chilled.
we have some on ice here.
We have some not chilled. Would you like some not chilled, Amy?
Oh, that,
I think it's
what does that
watered
smell
down
like?
a little bit. I'm just gonna take it straight from the bottle here.
Hmm.
Is the flavor like carob?
I don't know what
No.
it is. I haven't tried
Oh, that aftertaste. No.
I'll take it from the bottle too, I guess.
it. It's distinctively different.
It is distinctively different.
Oh, it's bitter.
Yeah.
It is a bitter
I
soda.
think we found our vegetables
Danny
here.
face. I'm making some serious Bryan face.
Well, it's carbonated water, pure cane sugar.
Yeah, and they just covered up in flavors.
I really want to hear about the Moxie
natural and
pageant.
artificial
Though. Do they just sponsor it, or do we have little children walking around drinking
Elixir.
soda as their talent?
Or do they just have like Moxie?
It almost
They got
smells.
Moxie.
They all got Moxie.
It almost smells like root beer or cream soda, but it doesn't taste like
doesn't
that.
taste like that.
Tastes like
It's called Elixir.
yeah,
Yes.
it tastes like an elixir.
I like the label though. It looks so old-fashioned.
Yeah, it is the original elixir. This will cure
Oh, it's
you
a
of
young
something.
Uncle Sam.
Yeah,
He's like pointing, like I want you to not vomit while you
they started
drink
this in 1884, and you know what? This goes to what my grandfather says. You know, when people talk about the good old days, he always said, "I was there. They weren't that good."
Yeah, but they didn't have soda pop back then. Well, they started to, obviously.
1884,
Yeah.
they had Moxie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised this has been around that long. But I am, rancid cough syrup is a good, it's a good description, I think.
So
of
should we
that.
move on to sweet or weird?
Let's, you call it, Amy. Let's do sweet.
Okay.
I
You wanna
need,
go
I
for
need
the moon
something less
pies?
weird right now.
Yeah.
Danny got us 3 kinds
I'm
of
not
moon
going
pies.
to enter the Little Miss Moxie 2020 pageant, though. I'm not going to.
So I've talked about I
We
don't know
have
if we've talked about this on
chocolate,
the
banana
podcast.
and vanilla.
But Bryan, you are Mr. Snack Cake on Twitter. You're known for your love of snack cakes. And from what I understand, you're not a fan of moon pies.
No, it's the marshmallow. I'm not a fan of marshmallow. Like even the Little Debbie, your hostess products with marshmallow, I really
It's
Uh,
3
other than
layers.
Snowballs are, for whatever reason. I
3
like those.
layers of cake with marshmallow, and this one's covered in chocolate.
Yeah, so there's 3 flavors that moon pies come in. They come in vanilla, chocolate, and banana.
And I don't know why I'm trying to pull this apart with my fingers. Don't.
There's enough for everyone to have.
I
their
know.
own. And so we're gonna
The
start
cake
with,
is
know
not
if I
chocolate, though.
want
with the chocolate.
a whole one. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is
When's
making
the
a
last
little
time you
mess.
had a moon pie?
Didn't we have one on the show once?
I don't know. I don't.
Otherwise, it's been a long time.
My space nerd friends love moon pies, but I think it's because of the moon aspect more than the pie aspect.
It's too. The marshmallow is just too chewy in these. So I like the chocolate part. I like the cake part. They just need to leave out the marshmallow part and it'll be fine.
I don't know that the marshmallow is always that chewy. Though it has been a while since I've had a moon pie.
It's just like it's like a peep. It's like they
No.
squished a peep. But yeah, it's the same texture as a peep.
Peeps are better.
No,
They're
that's-
softer.
We'll move on to the banana.
No.
here.
Okay, banana.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm just going to bite into mine.
Yeah, these are not easy to pull apart. That tells you something right there. You can't even pull them apart because of the marshmallow.
That is a weird flavor.
That makes it. Not being able to pull it apart just makes it harder to share.
Well, I mean, that should be a good thing. So, do either of you like the banana?
I'm trying to decide how much I don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
but then part of me is like, well, sort of. It's like a thing like you love to hate.
I mean, I don't dislike the flavor at all on any of the moon pies. It's the texture more than anything. The same thing with Peeps. I don't dislike the flavor. It's the texture.
Yeah, that's not really banana. I don't know what that is.
I'm getting a banana flavor, like a banana candy flavor.
I'm not
Yeah.
even getting that. It's
Well,
not
no,
circus
mine's-
peanuts.
Yeah, it's banana.
All right, what's the last one that we have to do?
Vanilla.
here?
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
We have to do this, and then we have 3 of them,
Now,
so we have to experiment.
I noticed the packaging says double decker. Are they always double decker?
I don't
or are
think
these
so.
special?
This seemed new to me.
They might just,
Oh, you know what? Yeah, This is
This is the-
definitely.
this is the 3-layer.
They're all 3-layer.
Yeah, no, that's the double decker.
Yeah.
That's because there's 2 layers of marshmallow.
I don't think they're always like that.
Five layers, right? Is my math right there?
I think they call it the double deck of marshmallow. 2 marshmallow
But
layers.
there's three
versus one.
three
3 cake.
cake and
It was cake, marshmallow, cake, marshmallow, cake.
I don't get moon pies. I guess I don't get it.
I feel like
I'm going to be honest. It's not as good as I remember.
I'm gonna be honest.
Because it's a moon pie.
I feel like if I had like some sort of surgery and I need to do physical therapy and strengthening my jaw, like you somebody who had like a lot of resistance to get your chewing back, this is how I would do my exercise.
Yeah.
It's not really a compliment.
No. No.
It's chewy. And it's thick. It's a lot of chewiness.
The marshmallow kind of coats your mouth.
Yeah.
Are you both coming onto my side here with the moon pies?
I never said I liked them.
I would have to have an original.
The double decker, is not helping it. I mean, I think for me, it's taking the thing I don't like and it's doubling it.
So there's 3 of them.
Oh no, that means we should probably play our game of
We should.
FMK.
FMK.
Frolic with, marry, or kill.
This is actually more challenging than I would think.
This is because even though there are 3 different flavors and they're very distinct flavors, they're not that different.
Well, they're different enough.
I
I suppose I can go if you guys are still
go for
thinking.
it, Amy.
Well, the easy one for me is what I'm going to marry, and that's the vanilla. It was the most normal flavor. I mean, I don't know that it screamed vanilla, but it was not.
You want a vanilla life, is what
It
you're
wasn't.
saying.
It wasn't a weird flavor, and it wasn't. I don't know. It was just the best of the 3 for me, and I'm going to surprise myself, and I'm going to kill the banana. I think because it's not banana. I don't know what it is. It's just wrong.
It's something, all right. It's something.
Which means I frolic with the chocolate. I mean, there's a little bit of chocolate, but it could be more chocolatey. It could have chocolate cake instead, but it doesn't. So it's worth a frolic.
You ready, Brian?
Yeah, I can go.
And I'm not excited with any of those 3.
I know, I can tell you sound disappointed. About, I'm gonna marry this one. It's like, kind of like
Yeah.
Papa had a shotgun and you were, yeah. I'm not really excited about any of them. Like, I don't love them enough to marry any of them, but I don't hate any of them enough to really want to kill them. But I am going to marry the banana.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I am getting a little bit of banana flavoring. It's just a little extra sweetness. If I have to marry any of them, that's going to be the one because it's the most distinct.
You should dunk it in the Moxie Soda.
What I think,
I'm sorry, that just occurred to
what
me.
I think would help all of these if they had, instead of the cake, if it were like more graham crackery.
I think if you actually dipped it in milk to moisten it
or
up a
better,
little
or more cakey versus dense cake.
Yeah, one or the other, because it could be more like a s'more. Because I love s'mores. But yeah, I'll marry the banana. That's fine. I am going to frolic with the chocolate because it's chocolate. It's not the best option out there to frolic with, but if you have to, when your options are limited and you feel the need to have something in your mouth, I'll go with the chocolate. That's fine. Which means I'm killing the vanilla. I guess the vanilla lifestyle is not for me.
Not for you.
Yeah, it's there's nothing going on there. It's very plain tasting, and that's the one that really just leaves that waxy feeling in your mouth. Maybe they all did, but that's the one that I really noticed.
Well, because it all built up by the 3rd one.
Brian, I don't disagree with you a whole lot. I also am going to marry the banana. As much as I said I didn't like it, at least I felt something with it.
Dipping the vanilla in Moxie didn't help, just for the record.
Yeah. Right? So maybe I didn't like the feelings, but at least I had feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And so the banana made me feel something, and we're getting married. That leaves the vanilla and the chocolate, which both kind of tasted like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to kill the chocolate because I wanted it to taste like chocolate. And it doesn't taste like chocolate.
Yeah, like how does it not taste more like chocolate?
It doesn't even taste
it's
like...
covered with chocolate.
It doesn't even taste like chocolatey.
No.
It just... No.
It's just there.
It's just there. It's brown, but it doesn't taste like you would expect it to. And so I'm going to kill it. And the vanilla, you know what? It's plain. It's not much. I'm going to frolic with it. You know what? It's the kind of thing, like, I'm not going into it expecting much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting much, but it is what I thought it would be. And sometimes, you know what? You just got to get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I need something. This is something. It's not any problems.
Yeah,
and off we go.
I feel like we all got married on the internet this week. You know,
Yeah.
it always just something that we're going to end up regretting. But in
Yeah.
the moment, we went with it.
And I feel like if you did that, yeah, that makes sense because the vanilla is just like my rando Tinder date. It's like, hey, you got like an hour, I got an hour. Okay, done. Let's move on.
I'm going to say, well, Moxie doesn't help any of them. I feel like a regular cola might.
Oh, you know what? I bet orange soda,
Eh.
like an orange crush on the vanilla.
It would help. That's not my flavor of choice either, but a root beer would definitely help the
Ooh,
vanilla. That'd
what-
be almost like a cream soda
Mm-hmm.
thing
What
going
about
on.
grape soda?
Yeah, I mean, I think any flavor, like
Yeah.
strawberry too,
Black cherry.
Mm-hmm.
pineapple, yeah, anything.
pineapple-
Anything would be better than the
Pineapple
plain-
soda with the banana.
Oh, it'd be a pina
Mm,
colada.
Yeah, pina colada.
Oh,
pie.
Add some rum.
Add some rum, yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Dip
And
it
get
in
rid of
rum-
the moon pie.
No, you know
you-
what? Let's just drink rum.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
you might not even need the soda, just have the rum.
Well,
Yeah.
let's move on to random.
That's torture.
Oh no. Okay, we have international snacks.
Well,
do-
and
we
some
have
that aren't.
American.
Oh,
no,
oh.
only I think one of them is American.
Okay.
That one in the back over there. So should we just do this?
Do we
quick
know
and
what
random?
these are? We
They're
have a
honey
dip
dipped snacks.
These are honey dipped snacks. They are.
Is it in English at all?
It is in English. I'm just looking for the country of origin. It's an Asian snack.
Hey, dead air. That's good.
No.
Get closer to the microphone too.
I don't really know. It's Samyang honey dipped snack. It looks like there's actually looks like on the packaging if there's a face on them. Let's see if that carries through.
These are thick snacks here.
Yeah. So these
Oh wait,
are,
are they
just-
hollow?
Yeah,
they're hollow.
they look
They're
puffy.
little hollow puffy shells.
Even though they're hollow, I mean
And on
the surrounding
packaging,
looks
they
puffy.
drew eyes on them and they made it look like a mouth. Oh, Bryan has one with.
Mine has eyes that look like mouse turds. I'm guessing
Bryan.
the eyes fell off all of them. Oh no, am I
These are
gonna-
pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take more
I
of
don't
these.
know if I believe you.
Well, believe me,
They're not bad.
they're just honey dipped snacks.
All right. The flavor is honey. It's not like honey covered in like sriracha mustard or something.
No, these are
I
almost
kind of
like
like these.
These are almost like a breakfast cereal, but sized like a snack.
Okay, I can read one of the things on here. It says honey snack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense. Since in English up here it says honey dip
Oh,
snack.
Okay, I
It
guess
says in English and
that
Spanish.
wasn't the language I was. Okay,
Yes, I know. I know.
That's not. That I think that's French.
Well, whatever language it's
Yeah.
in, it says honey snacks. And these are just hollow things.
And they're halal.
They are halal.
Halal. Yep. Okay,
So
am I
from
still,
Samyang honey dip snacks.
are these leaving a weird coating in your mouth, or am I still having?
No, there's a
moon
little
pie
bit of a weird
flashbacks?
coating.
Okay,
Now we're gonna have some fun.
Now we'll have some fun.
these are not like combos. They aren't as
No, there's nothing filled.
crisp as a combo either. It's a very light. It's,
It's almost like a glazed
Crispy,
coating
yeah.
on it.
So we're in Asia, so let's go to India.
oh no!
From India. This is actually made by PepsiCo, so it would be Lay's in India. Well, the brand is Kurkur. They're triangles, which means they look kind of like Doritos, but these are lime pickle flavored.
Now, is that lime and pickle or pickled lime?
Lime pickle.
Oh.
And so they're smaller. They're almost like crackers.
You need back to the microphone,
The
Danny.
smell. The
Triangles.
smell is awful. Why did I take two?
Oh, the smell is intriguing.
Did you
It's
smell? You
very
didn't smell 'em,
Indian
did you, Dan?
spice smell.
And this says on
I'm-
the package, just so you know, made with kitchen ingredients.
Well, that's better than manure ingredients.
I suppose.
Oh,
And so here we
I
go.
can't even get it to my mouth.
Kurkur lime pickle flavors on 3, Bryan.
Okay.
I'm as scared as you are.
One, two, three.
Oh.
Wow, I like that. That's interesting.
No.
Oh,
No.
oh,
That's
oh.
lime
I
and
think
pickle
Everything they have on the picture here.
and curry.
Yeah, there's
And
curry.
hot and spicy.
There's curry and corn and all sorts of stuff.
They
The
didn't
pickled
lie.
limes.
This is a super strong flavor, and it's making me wince.
It's
But
a
I-
very good Indian seasoning.
But I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Like, once I get past it. I mean, I have to have these with a jug of water next to me.
I maybe had a small reaction too, but I did not enjoy it. I do not want more.
I kind of taste the lentils, and I mean, I know they're made out of corn, but I got a lot of the flavors.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry. That's one of the worst things we've ever had.
Not even close.
Oh yes, that's awful.
There was the squid flavored fishy things.
No,
I would
This
rather
is-
eat those because that was squid. It's like I hate this flavor of squid. I hate this flavor of pickles. I hate this flavor of sriracha. I hate this flavor of lentils. I hate everything about this. I'm mad now.
I kind of like those.
I need that Bob Ross positive energy drink we had a while back.
Here, let's go to the very back. We'll
You know, it's so bad. I'm drinking Moxie.
here, Brian.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's
I
the
have-
candy cane Oreos too, or Kaleidos. Excuse me.
Woo.
From of all
Woo.
places, Dubai. I was at a Middle Eastern market and saw these snacks from Dubai, and they are chocolate and cookie butter,
These should be good. These should be
and
good.
they're filled with speculoos.
So cookie butter, in other words.
Yeah, exactly. Durian would be worse, Brian.
Okay, that was the worst thing.
You know what? I was
These
saying,
are in the top 5. These
Not even
Pickled
close.
here's
chips.
what made this bad. So this is a bag that's like, if you look, it's got a Ziploc seal in the bottom.
you don't need that Ziploc seal.
You don't need the Ziploc seal because
Oh,
Because they're
all
individually wrapped on top of it.
inside
that's really funny.
I ripped this thing open expecting to get like chocolate. I got plastic. But these are Mellies. Chocolate cookie butter.
Oh, I love
with
how they look.
delicious speculoos
Ooh.
filling.
It's a big,
It's
a log.
Yeah. It's like a teeny tiny Swiss cake
And
roll.
it's striped log.
I am very excited about
can't
this.
get mine open.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, okay. This is gonna make up for it. And
This is so
I'm
good.
not dipping these chips in the Moxie. If one of you
No.
wants to, I'm not doing this again. No.
This is so good.
Oh, this is amazing. This is a lot of cookie butter, a lot of speculoos.
Mm-hmm.
And a good chocolate flavor.
The only thing that is making me a little sad about it is the texture looks like it's full of peanut butter, and it's not.
Well, no, that's the cookie butter.
Right.
That's
But
what I was
Brian loves
saying.
peanut butter.
So I want it to be peanut butter when I see this. I mean, cookie butter is fine, but give me the choice. I want peanut butter.
I thought it was going to make you sad is that you know that there's ketchup-flavored potato chips next.
Why do you have to bring me? I was not upset anymore.
I don't think they're.
Now-
I don't think they're chip shaped. They're snacks. See the picture?
They're Spud Crunchies. Oh.
I mean, at least that's just ketchup. I can do if I have to, and it's just the one flavor. It's not like 5 different flavors that are gonna team up. To.
I was gonna say. I bet they're like French fries, and they are.
And these are from Trader Joe's. These are a gift from my sister.
Starting over in Arizona, what'd you call us? Yeah, these are really good. These are very good. Someone, Cheryl is asking us to explain cookie butter, and my mouth is full.
I will do it.
Yeah, because I'm
It's
crunching.
magic. Cookie butter is magic. But what it is, speculoos are they're the ginger cookies. You typically the most common brand is Biscoff cookies, but the little ginger snap kind of airplane cookies.
When you fly Delta, that's usually one of
They-
the snacks that you get. The cookies that are.
But you can buy them in stores, Biscoff cookies. And what they do is they take the Biscoff cookies and they grind them up into a paste that's very much like peanut butter, and but it's got the cookie crumbs blended in, and so you get the spreadable cookie paste, basically. Is that a good way to describe it?
Yeah,
And it's amazing.
it is. It's very good. It's now a recipe that I will share with all of you is I will take cookie butter and peanut butter, put it on like a little sandwich, and then put it on like a what do you call
Graham cracker, a
That's-
cookie.
no, not a grill, but inside
Like a
the
panini
skillet.
press?
Skillet, like
Oh, frying pan.
yeah, or
Frying pan.
and just like get a little toasty like that, and it's a double butter sandwich, peanut butter, cookie butter.
Very nice. You know what I will do with the speculoos? I'll take a Biscoff cookie, and then I'll spread the Biscoff spread on it, and then I have Biscoff on a Biscoff.
I know what
Yes.
you want me to say.
There's no better carrier for the Biscoff spread than the Biscoff.
You all
It's
need
ju-
to
it just
eat.
seems so disrespectful.
You all need to eat your potato snacks.
Oh, but I'm not done with the.
You
chocolate
want to
cookie
save that
bar.
for after,
Okay. Oh no. Okay, I can do
So-
ketchup. Like mentally, I'm.
because
I'm
they
okay.
are like old
This is actually
crunchy
the first
fries.
thing we've had from Trader Joe's. And
It is, which is shame on us.
they have a lot of
And I like that it's made with ketchup flavor, but not
weird
ketchup.
Mhm.
interesting flavors. But
And they're
these
gluten free.
from Trader Joe's look like French fries. They're ketchup flavored. They're in a bag, so they're not hot like French fries.
Yeah, they taste like ketchup.
And I don't know why they have a picture of a dog by a fire hydrant. What they're trying to say.
I know what they're trying to say. Yeah, if you like ketchup, you and
If
like
you
your
want,
fries with ketchup,
like-
you will love these.
This is kind of like eating a super stale French fry.
Yeah, not chewy, but weird.
Like a crunchy French fry.
Yeah, one of the ones.
Yeah,
got
I
cooked-
won't say stale because stale makes it sound like the snack itself is stale, which it doesn't taste stale.
No, the snack tastes fresh.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I actually ate a piece of like stale bread the
I
other
would
day.
rather just have fries with
It was
ketchup.
like a crouton. It was like a fry crouton.
I would rather just have fries with ketchup.
I would like the original flavor of these, I think, a lot. That'd be good.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, if you like ketchup, you will love these. I do not need anything pickle flavor for a long time, though. I can say that much.
well, that's not. That's yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if they made pickle flavored ones.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, they would definitely make a dill pickled flavor of this. But I don't know. I kind of like those terrible things.
Right, because it's not like
But I also
cucumber
married the,
pickle. It's like lime
I
pickle.
also
Dip
married
it
the
in Moxie.
No, I also married the banana moon pie that I didn't like. This is like our weird after Christmas episode. You know what we are? This is like we had too much eggnog
We're punch drunk.
and we are punch drunk.
It's after the holidays. It's like we're
Yeah,
exhausted. We're off our
okay.
game here. That's what's happening. Except
Well,
the
yeah.
pickles, I would hate no matter
and I
what.
was gonna say with that, we should probably close. I think we've eaten everything
All
we
of
had
it
on
is
the
eat.
table.
Well,
a
I've
lot of
eaten
it-
all I'm gonna eat. Well, except for these little cookie butters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want some Moxie to wash that down?
I'm good for now.
Okay. Well, then
Yeah.
I'll talk to you next week.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone.
Have a great
Bye,
week,
everyone.
Bye.
And thank you, YouTube, for being with us here this week. Please have a safe and happy New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of the big three. It's one of the members of the amateur drinking Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Which means stay safe on the roads.
Yep.
Hold your liquor. We just came back. We just passed over. I hope you had enjoyed your what I call the professional drinking holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like if you're at a bar getting drunk on those, you're a real drinker.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're doing that,
That's
instead,
when you're drunk on Christmas at the bar. You're drunk on Thanksgiving. You're a professional drinker. New Year's Eve, amateur drinkers. The people that don't always drink it, they're the ones drunk.
Mm-hmm. Bex, but just for you, I will dip this.
Oh
in
my.
Moxie. Oh no, it's stuck. Okay, I got it. What I suspected is the chocolate made it drip right off, so it's good. It fell right off. No. Yes, Happy New Year, gang, and we will see you next year
Yes.
with more snacks. We have so much
There's
coming
so
up
much
here.
coming up.
I got some things for Christmas. We're gonna have to do special live streams just for those.
Cool.
Cool.
Well, thanks again.
Bye,
Thank you.
Okay,
everyone.
You
bye-bye.
too.
Take care.